Have you ever felt overwhelmed by the demands of life? Work that is piling up, family responsibilities, or simply the weight of the world on your shoulders? If you've ever found yourself in need of peace and reassurance, you're not alone. But what if I told you that the peace you look for is something God has already promised you, no matter the circumstances? Today we're going to explore a timeless passage that brings comfort to many of us, Psalm 23. A short chapter, but its depth is like a calm river running through the busy streams of our lives. So let's dive in together and discover how this psalm can speak to your heart today. Psalm 23 begins with one of the most famous verses in the Bible. "The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want." Right off the bat, David, the author of this psalm, presents us with the image of God as a shepherd, someone who is there to guide, protect, and provide. It's such a beautiful metaphor, isn't it? Because a shepherd is not just someone who watches over the sheep. They care for them, lead them to fresh pastures, and keep them safe from danger. Just imagine that for a moment. The creator of the universe, the one who made the stars, the mountains, and the oceans, is also your shepherd. He knows your name, your fears, your dreams, and he's leading you toward the peace and comfort you're craving. How does that make you feel? He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside still waters. I want you to stop and think about this for a second. In the chaos of daily life, how often do you find time to pause and just be still, to rest? When was the last time you had some room to breathe? God, in His infinite wisdom, knows that we need moments of peace. In this verse, He's not just offering us physical rest, He's offering us soul rest. It's the kind of peace that doesn't depend on what's going on around you. It's a peace that comes from trusting that God is always guiding you to the next step, and He will always provide what you need. He restores my soul. He leads me in paths of righteousness for His name's sake. Now, if we're honest with ourselves, there are times when our souls feel drained. Life can and will wear us down. But notice what David says. He restores my soul. Our soul is the deepest part of us, the place where our emotions, thoughts, and desires reside. And God is the one who restores it. He does it gently, like a father caring for his child. He leads us not only to restful waters, but also to paths of righteousness. Paths that will help us grow into the people He's called us to be. This is especially powerful when we think about our daily responsibilities, our families, our work, our relationships, and even our goals and dreams. Do you find yourself feeling like you're just going through the motions? Psalm 23 reminds us that God is guiding us toward a path of righteousness. When we trust in His leadership, we don't have to do it alone. We can lean on Him to help us navigate even the most difficult seasons. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for You are with me. Your rod and Your staff, they comfort me. Life isn't always easy, and David doesn't sugarcoat this. We all face seasons of struggle. Maybe you're going through that season right now. There will be valleys, and we'll feel like we're walking through some dark times. But here's the hope. Even in the hardest moments, we are not alone. God is with us. His rod and His staff represent His protection and guidance. So even when fear tries to creep in, we can stand firm because we know that God is walking with us through it all. And isn't that the truth? When life feels overwhelming, it's so easy to be gripped by fear. But Psalm 23 is a powerful reminder that God's presence is greater than any fear. His comfort is more than enough. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil. My cup overflows. Here's something that might surprise you. In the midst of trials, God prepares a table for us. Not just any table, but one of abundance. He offers us blessings even when things are difficult. And notice the imagery, a cup that overflows. God doesn't just give us enough, He gives us more than we need. That overflowing cup is a symbol of His generosity and love, a reminder that no matter what happens, we have everything we need in Him. He is more than enough. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I shall dwell in the house of the Lord forever. David ends Psalm 23 with a beautiful assurance. Goodness and mercy, God's constant presence, will follow us all the days of our lives. We are never abandoned, and His love will always be there, guiding us home. So what does Psalm 23 mean for us today? Is it still relevant for us who lead a busy schedule? Yes. It's a reminder that no matter what you're facing, God is right there with you, leading, protecting, and providing. And if you're going through a tough time right now, remember, He will never leave you. He will always restore your soul. If this devotional spoke to you today, I encourage you to take a moment and reflect on how God is leading you. Trust Him with your worries, your fears, and your future. Keep His word always close to your heart and mind. Do you know anyone going through a dark valley right now? If so, please share this video with them and with anyone who could use a little peace today. And as always, may the Lord bless you abundantly. Feel free to leave a comment below. What part of Psalm 23 encourages you the most?